This might be overreacting, but I think Google has just created a very powerful AI that could replace publishers. It is called Gemini 2.0 Plus. It is not exactly a new AI model, but its latest capabilities might shake the SEO game. And you will see why this could threaten SEO and how you can adapt even to this new powerful AI. Okay, just to recap, basically since 2023, Google has been chugging AI into its search results. A few spots that used to be occupied by real websites that actually answer the user's question are being replaced by either ads or AI summary. And naturally, lots of publishers and content creators are unhappy about these new changes. And it keeps getting worse. Later that year, Google releases a new algorithm update to combat mass-produced AI articles, but ended up harming genuine websites. After the update, it is not uncommon to see thriving websites got their traffic drop significantly overnight. Some publishers and agencies declare bankruptcy over a Google update that was supposed to be just a minor update, but somehow ended up worse than expected. Despite all of that, some still persevere. They keep making valuable content for anyone to enjoy, despite Google's algorithm seemingly blocking the traffic. Now, Google does not necessarily block the traffic that is coming to independent websites, but they are making it harder for visitors to find them. You will need to scroll to the bottom to see organic links. And even though some types of articles have been completely replaced or written by AI, some still need human input. Like for example, a recipe article. It requires you to have photos in the article, which is the type of content that AI struggles to imitate. As I explained on my previous video, AI images are only good for basic illustrations. But once you want to get a specific and accurate picture, the illusion falls apart. And that's why articles like cooking guides, tutorials, or DIY project seems to be resilient to AI because AI just couldn't create them. I personally still prefer to read tutorials that contain real images, not AI. But just a few days ago, Google has released Gemini 2.0 Plus Experimental that brings some new amazing but worrying features. It is a smarter, cheaper, and faster AI model. It comes with all the bells and whistles that are usually found in popular AI models. One standout feature is the ability to edit an image with just prompting. Like for example, this picture. There are lots of people in the background ruining the selfie. Just ask Gemini to remove them and boom, a few seconds later, they are gone. Okay, how about this old photo with no color? Just tell Gemini to colorize the photo and you will get a professional result in seconds. Some people even claim that this might replace Photoshop, but we actually have to wait and see. Because if one AI company threatens the business of another AI company, they will usually fight back with another innovation. If you look right here, there is a feature called Visual Story, and this is the one thing that I'm worried about. Normally, when you create an article with images, you have to manually analyze and think about what images should be used. Not to mention, the position is very important. You don't want to put the wrong image on the wrong segment. So the text and the image have to work in unison, and for quite a while, only humans can do the job. But Google's latest AI just changed the game. This is Gemini trying to create a story with some nice visuals. Okay, maybe the visual wasn't very nice, and I'm sure a lot of you can tell that these pictures are definitely AI. But how about this? A step-by-step guide to brew a coffee. And on every step, there is an illustration that makes the whole process a lot easier to follow. And all of this was created by AI in less than 1 minute. The prompt that I used wasn't very long or complicated. This is just a regular prompt. It is very short and it might even qualify as a keyword, not a prompt. Okay, how about this prompt? Literally, there are only 2 sentences. Generate a 20-paragraph story of SpaceX. After every paragraph, add an image. Send the message and AI is generating a fully fledged article complete with the visual element. This entire content with text and images were created in just a few seconds. The images are pretty accurate. Maybe not exactly perfect, but for some, it might come across as a genuine picture. This ability to add an image between paragraphs seems to be trivial, but to give you some context, this is the response from ChatGPT. There is only one image and the rest is text. And this is the result from the regular version of Gemini. If you are a publisher, you might use Gemini 2.0 Plus to generate content quickly and save some resources. That's certainly one possibility, and many influencers are hailing this as a new amazing tool for content creation. But there is one problem that I want you to consider. Remember, this AI is made by Google. Think about it, if publishers can create content using a tool from Google, why would Google rank them? They have the tool, they have the platform, and they can definitely cut the middleman and just serve the AI-generated answer to the user directly. The AI content can be more specific, the image can be more detailed, and the information can be delivered a lot faster. And I have a feeling that this feature will eventually come to the Gemini mobile app, and the incentive to visit a website gets smaller and smaller. But at the same time, the images that were produced weren't always perfect, and the paragraphs lack human creativity. And not to mention, it can't generate images quickly. It takes between 5 to 100 seconds for just one image. That kind of time might be better spent reading a complete article that comes with everything that you want. So I think the future is still a bit fuzzy. Gemini 2.0 Plus seems to be a threat to publishers, but at the same time, it can be an amazing tool to have publishers produce better content. I'm sure some third-party platforms will start utilizing this technology and maybe offer a service to publishers and marketers to generate a near-complete article in seconds. Or you can use it to get a draft or structure of your article. The image it generated might be useful to guide you on how you should prepare and take a real picture. You might even use it to analyze the content that you have created before and ask for feedback. After all, it is a multimodal AI model with vision capabilities. And I think that's just some use cases that we could benefit from. Another use case would be a video creation. It cannot create videos, but it is possible to ask for storyboard inspiration. You can load a video script and ask the AI to provide some visual references that could be inserted to the video. And I do think that video content will be more prevalent in the age of AI, and there are many reasons to believe that video is going to be the future of SEO. Google has been combating low quality and mass-produced articles for quite some time, but their aim was terrible. A lot of good websites disappeared from Google as the algorithm thought that the content was AI, even though in a lot of cases, it wasn't. Videos, on the other hand, don't seem to have that problem. I'm sure that YouTube is combating mass-produced AI videos as well, but as long as you display your humanity with either visual, speech, or maybe your humor, your content won't come across as AI. Even if the script was entirely made by AI and you're just reading it out loud, no one is going to accuse you as AI. And the algorithm on YouTube is more predictable than Google. The main thing that YouTube care about is the watch time. Even if your video is not SEO optimized, as long as people watch your video, YouTube algorithm will work in your favor. In some way, that means you can focus more on the quality of your content rather than all the 200 plus SEO ranking factors to worry about. But that doesn't mean a traditional blog post is dead. Quite the opposite actually, it is alive and well. Data suggests that 80% of internet users read blog posts and 70% of consumers prefer blogs over advertisements to learn more about products or companies. And this is my favorite. Blog posts with images get 94% more views than the ones without images. And there are many AI tools out there that can create high-quality visuals like infographics and diagrams for your article. So check out this video where I show several amazing AI tools that can read your article and produce accurate visuals. Click that video and I'll see you there.